let's try this again. There we are.
Try
We're
this.
here.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna go back
June,
over here.
June
And
7th.
yes, Janet said she would love a card.
Janet wants a card
also.
reading. Cool.
Mm.
First Friday of every month, we do oracle card readings from Feng Shui Personal Paradise Card Deck by none other than Tara Catherine Collins. You know, we probably could have sold oodles of these decks, but they're not in publication anymore. And we did suggest Tara she might want to think about doing that, but out of our control. Anyway, they have been a great resource for us, right? The topics over 3 years that have come from this deck. So fun.
Well, someday we're gonna have our own card deck.
Yes,
and
that's on the list.
Oh, some jumped out. I think we're gonna call them 20 is plenty.
There we go.
I don't know.
We'll come up with
Geez.
something. We'll come up with something
Okay, well, I
magic.
have cards flying out, so I'm thinking mine are for Janet.
Yours are for Janet? Okay, so I'll put the intention in here for Wendy then.
Okay, and we'll see if anybody else shows up. I'm just gonna do another little shout out here.
No worries. And
And
thank you for joining us, ladies. We appreciate your time and effort to be here. And Wendy, you could pop, if you're still doing your podcast, hon, you could certainly pop the link for your podcast.
it's a different Wendy.
Oh, it's a different Wendy. Which Wendy is this?
Wendy Whitaker from Rocky Mountain House.
Oh, well, hello, Wendy Whitaker, a new Wendy to me. How are you? Great to have you join us.
Okay. She joins us quite often, actually.
Oh, does she?
Okay, Janet, 3 cards for you. Let's see what we got. I'm going to write these down. Janet, number 10 card, Sound Makers. Number 11 card, Water Features. And number 33 card, Single Woman's Bedroom.
Interesting.
Okay, well, seeing as this is a Feng Shui oracle card reading, a lot of times it is not specifically related to our house, although, you know, we certainly can, everything's energy, right?
Absolutely.
We certainly can enhance things in our home environment that will help support that inner world. So really, these Feng Shui oracle card readings are more about what's going on in the inner world of the Feng Shui. And if we start with sound makers, then, you know, right here, your voice is your sound maker. So this is an invitation for you, Janet, to use your voice, to stand in your power, and to say what's on your mind, to speak your truth, right? To be authentic. All of those things. And then, you know, that leads into the water feature card, which is, again, water in nature follows the path of least resistance. You know, the water will always find its way, will always flow. And there may be a great big boulder or something that's an obstacle standing in the way. The water doesn't go, oh, I can't go anywhere. I have to stop. No, the water goes, oh, I'm just going to go over here. It might take me a little longer, but I'm going to go around the boulder, right? So again, that might be an invitation for you that maybe you have something right now in your life that you think is a boulder and there's no way around it. It's too big to climb over. It's too heavy to lift, right? So just think about water and just go with the flow. Go and find the path of least resistance while using your voice, standing in your power, and just, you know what? Make that boulder, that obstacle, make it invisible. It's not there. because in nature, there's always going to be a way. There's always a way. And then that leads you to, the single woman's bedroom. Again, that's about your authenticity, your standing in your power, your uh, showing up for Janet, right? And it's not that maybe you're a single woman per se, but it's about that stability, I'm going to call it, and that firmness, that groundness, that um, being who you are. We all have these beautiful gifts that we were brought in the world with, and we're intended to use to serve and be on purpose. So I think that's your card reading for today, my dear. Cindy would also like a card, and so would Robin. Okay, well, I'm going to let the Cheryl's channel come on in for Wendy, and then maybe you could also do one for Robin, and I'll see what Cindy needs today.
Ah, greetings, dear ones. But before we wrap up with Miss Janet, we would like to just draw attention to the totality, completion of those cards being a 9. This is
Mm.
the opportunity to complete that cycle, dearest. You had the new moon energy of last evening, this strong new moon energy. What are you willing to let go of? And as this vessel said earlier, with a clean slate, where are you willing to start fresh? For you, dearest. Now on to Wendy. Wendy, the cards that came up for you, dearest. The number 1, animals. Number 21, dining room. Interesting combination, especially if there are tiny little 4-legged creatures on your dining table. And number 43, house clearing and blessings. We are going to go back to this new moon energy and talk about this house clearing and blessings. As again, going back to the beginning of this episode with the Anita and this Cheryl, all in alignment, new moon energy of last night and starting fresh. What a better way to invite in what you want, dearest beings, than to do a house clearing of energy. This vessel has gone through renovations. There have been many people in and out of her house. A house clearing and blessings, this card is for her as well as you, dearest Wendy. What is going on? Where do you need to spend some time clearing? And as like the Anita said, this is not just for your physical space, but in this case, it is for your physical space. This is internal work. What is it going on in your life that you'd like to let go of, that you would like to let go of? Releasing it, blessing it, releasing it. As the two teach in their 21-day decluttering program, when you are complete with an item that is no longer serving you, bless it, thank it for what it's brought to your life, and release it into the universe for someone else to enjoy. It is that opportunity in our personal and in our physical spaces, as well as in our physical bodies. We can bless the extra weight if we have it. We can bless the cold and the pollen from the trees. And we can release it because it is no longer serving us. I hope this makes sense. Now let us talk about that dining room, that space or place of gathering in your home. Is that what it's being used for? And how are you dining, dearest Wendy? Are you dining consciously? Meaning, are you sitting down, appreciating the food, showing gratitude for what you are about to consume that is healthy and nourishing for your body? Are you surrounding yourself with things that fill you with joy? So in that moment of consumption, that food, that nourishment is in the highest frequency possible? Or do you remember what you ate last night for supper? Because 15 other things are going on at the same time, and there is no attention paid to this present moment. Often, animals are in tune like we are not as human beings. Their hearing, their ability to sense those around that need special attention or that need some energy clearing. So if you do have animals at home, especially the cat that likes to rub across the legs, they're clearing the energy. Is this happening in your space? Then guess what? That house clearing and blessings card is of utmost importance for you. Dearest Anita, we saw you making comments and writing notes, so we're sure you have something to add to the Wendy for us. And we are doing, I'm sorry, I did not write down. Robin or
Robin,
Robin?
Robin. You're going to
Okay.
do Robin and I'll do Cindy.
All right. Well, Robin,
Yeah, I just wanted to add for you, Wendy, that pay attention to the animals in your house, to the spaces where they do not like to go, or where they might be going, "Arr," you know, or they're a little bit timid around, because those are the spaces in your home that need the most energy clearing, right? Because as Cheryl said, the animals are very, very in tune and sensitive to energy, and they will pick up on some of that etheric world, right? So just kind of keep an eye out for that. And the dining room again is an invitation to socialize. You know, when was the last time you had some girlfriends over for coffee? uh, you know, that's part of nourishing your soul, is having that community to come around, and just for the fun of it, having, you know, your family come over for dinner and, you know, make a nice dinner. We don't always have to wait for those special occasions, Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, to set up the table and invite that community in. So I just have a sense that you're lacking some of that community, and that might be a good way to do that. So, yeah.
mm, yes, beautiful, beautiful insights. Well, for the Robin, very quickly, 3 cards appear. The first one, dearest Robin, how are you feeling lately? Because comfort and safety, the number 22 card, is appearing. And now this is not to the outside world's perspective. Are you feeling particularly comfortable and safe in your own space, your own physical body? The word physicalness and physical has popped into our awareness multiple times. The number 15 card, front entrance. Isn't that interesting how this comes up with comfort and safety? And the number 50 card, children and creativity.
Mm.
For maybe it is time, dearest Robin, to get creative at that front entrance around your safety and security. What is going on, dearest, as you enter into your space? Now, this could be the space, the place of your physical body. So, where do we enter the physical space or place of our body? Well, for many, we enter in through the crown chakra. We meaning guides, spirit, angels, teachers.
Mm-hmm.
A
Well, I
somewhat
would like to.
slight blockage.
Mm. Okay, Robin, you're getting a treatment.
The fear you are feeling, dearest Robin, is natural because of the unknown. But as your awareness shifts, as your abilities heighten, dearest being, quiet that ego. Place yourself in the loving comfort and safety of your guides, your teachers, your angels, those that wish to speak and communicate closer to you, clearly with you. It can be a bit of a shocking experience, possibly. Your intention, dearest, to be placed and clear for the highest good in your highest good, in your best interest, in your next phase of your evolution. Whatever terminology, it is all about your intention. For if your intention is wrapped around fear, that is what you attract.
Mm.
If your intention is around receiving the highest frequencies, the highest vibrations, it is so. Your creativity, your comfort, and your entrance are all in relationship to your spiritual journey, dearest. You decide. You have free will. It is not for someone else to impose on you. Do not give up your power, dearest. Spirit is always loving, always nurturing. It is never fear-based. Namaste.
Wow. And Robin, I would love to add to that for you with those three beautiful cards that came up. Uh, it's an invitation to get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your own way. Get uncomfortable. So even though the card says comfort and safety, I'm going to tell you to get out of your comfort zone because that door, that front entrance is knocking. There's a new opportunity waiting, and it requires for you to get out of your comfort zone. And in doing so, that is going to bring you great joy. It's going to, just think about the last time when you were creative, whether it was sewing or, crocheting or making, those beautiful Christmas ornaments that you did back at Christmas. Whenever you're in that state of mind where you're creating something, that you're in the present moment, you're feeling joy filled. So I really, I think it's like get out of your comfort zone. Let's see what you can do to get into that path of purpose. Okay, I'm excited for you. Woohoo. That was exciting. Okay, and we have a little bit of time, and I kept shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, Cindy, and two cards. There were two cards for you. And the two cards are number 43, House Cleansing and Blessings,
Well, that's two of them today.
and number 45, which is the Bagua map. And
That's
I think
funny.
you've been around us a little while. You've heard us talk about the Bagua. So the Bagua map is the energy map that we use to map the meridians of the home so that we can bring the 9 fundamental aspects of one's life into balance and harmony. And again, when we do these card readings, it's more about that inner world than it is about the outer world. So there's the Bagua card for you today is about inviting that balance.
Mm.
Where right now in your life is it feeling out of balance? You know, is it in your health and your family relationships? Is it in your career? Is it, you know, are you concerned about what other people think of you and how they see you? You know, maybe there's not that joy in your life. Um, Maybe it's to do with the knowledge and self-development. Again, we can walk around the circle of the Bagua
Mhm.
and look and pinpoint what areas of life might be out of balance and how can now we infuse some of that energy into our life to restore balance because we're always seeking homeostasis. That's as humans, we are seeking always that balance and harmony in our life. And when we don't have it, then, you know, we're out of ease and other things can happen.
Mhm.
And then we have that house clearing and blessing. And so then, you know, not only in your physical environment, is it maybe time to look through your feng shui eyes to say, you know, where is it that I'm holding on to stagnant energy or stuck energy? You know, where can I infuse some life force energy? Where can I clean and cleanse and clear? And then again, you know, in your own inner body, that mind, where can I cleanse and clear some of those limiting beliefs? Where can I cleanse and clear some of those negative thoughts? I would invite you to seek out the Ho'oponopono prayer. That just kind of popped in for me. If you don't know what that is, just go on the Google and ask for Ho'oponopono. That helps to cleanse and clear those those negative thoughts that, you know, are consistently coming in there. And then again, you know, what are you putting in your body that maybe is not supporting that balance and harmony? It's again another invitation to maybe do a liver cleanse, a gallbladder cleanse, you know, just a gut cleanse, a 3 day, or, you know, I don't know, whatever's going on for you personally. I think that those cards are inviting you to start this new moon energy in a new way, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If we tally those up,
6.
those numbers, we have a 7 and a 9. 16 is a 7. Ooh,
No,
yeah.
I've got well, Wendy was in a totaled 11, which is a 2.
Yep.
Janet totals a 9, so together
Yeah.
they're 20, which is a 2. Robin totals a 6,
Mm-hmm.
and Cindy totals a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I get it all totaling 6.
Ooh, okay.
So
Well, that's
interesting.
definitely
It is
in
because
alignment.
for most, and I don't remember all of them, so that's why I say for most, most of the readings, this is so spot on. And I refer to double digitology, Marilyn Joy. Awakening the human consciousness of this planet to help them gently give birth to their own creativity and connection to their own sacredness. Isn't that beautiful? Physically, 6 does not have a strong foundation. It is a roller and it is a bit asymmetrical. It is bottom heavy. And with that energy, that is where the pregnancy comes in, the expectation of developing ideas, frequency, and change. A 6 represents the expectation that things are going to get better. Isn't that perfect? Of course it is, because you
Of
can't
course
make
it
this
is.
stuff up. You can't make it up. Can't make it up.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. So,
well, and you know what? I'm just typing in a little response here for Cindy, and I'm just going to read it out loud before I finish typing it. You know, these readings are always a reflection of what's happening in the the quantum energy soup. And it's
Absolutely.
also an affirmation, a confirmation, I guess,
Mhm.
more of a confirmation than an
Yes.
affirmation. It's a confirmation that we are all
Connected.
energy and that
Yeah.
we are connected energetically. And, so how is it that Cheryl and I can shuffle a deck of cards, having a clear intention that we want, a message for a particular individual that we're not
Mhm.
in the same room with, that is miles away from us? And how is it that, all of them are saying, oh, spot on. That was a great, that was exactly what I needed to hear. That was right. So how is it? And it's because, again, it's that reminder that we are all
Connected.
energy.
Yeah.
Everything is energy. We're all connected to it. We are all one in that soup of consciousness. And it is also a reminder of how powerful we are,
Mhm.
right? How powerful you are. You are powerful. Any of you can do
Absolutely.
this. And the only reason you can is because we're collective.
Yeah.
We're in this together, girls. Yoo-hoo. Hmm.
And that's
Okay.
exciting because where else can you have a conversation like this?
Mhm.
We start off talking about clean slates and we end up talking about creativity, bringing in for new energy.
Hmm.
Yay. Who'd have
Yay,
thought?
yay, yay, new moon.
Nate, yay, new moon is right. And the
Mhm.
energy right now is very strong and it's continuing to build. So if you are energy sensitive, or if you think you're energy sensitive, just pay attention. Mother Nature, excuse me, is going to give you all kinds of signs. And that's part of your expansion. It's part of your evolution. This isn't your first lifetime on this planet. I hope you know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
You've been here many times, or you wouldn't be watching this. That simple.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other topic for another day,
100%.
because we are 10:01. So yeah,
11.
again, perfect timing. Uh, Everyone, have a
Yes.
beautiful first Friday of the month. Enjoy the sunshine.
If it's sunny where you're
Bring
at, and if it's
some
not, the sun
joy.
is shining somewhere here.
Yep. Bring some joy filled in your life, and
Yes.
consider those house clearing and blessings in your outer world and your inner
Inner
world.
world.
Mhm.
Perfect. Have a great week, everybody. See you soon.
We'll see you next time.